got soup?
We got soup.
What kind of soup?
All kinds of soup. We got beet soup, that's a sweet soup. Then there's meat soup, parakeet soup, shredded wheat soup, and concrete soup. And the special today, dirty feet soup.
Dirty feet? Oh, forget about the soup. Let's see what you got in the menu
We're
here.
trying to find a way to have you open the heart. You don't know what song we're doing.
If you feel like you wanna scream, if that's your way of letting out steam, then scream on. Scream on. If you wanna say something to say, and talking is the only way, rap on. Rap on.
You're not gonna watch lighter. It's over there. Okay. We actually have a lighter. It's just right over there. But fuck it. Are you ready?
Yep.
YouTube, are you ready? Well, fuck it. Let's make a video. Man, I can't even, well, we did miss you, but it's not even like we missed you. Man, we've actually been releasing some shit regularly, and we want to thank you because it's because of you that we do it. What's going on, YouTube? It's your nigga Uptown Jackson.
It's your nigga City 510.
And we're back. We're gonna review some shit.
We're here to do the motherfucking New Jersey Twork versus Disney Guzzy.
Who?
New Jersey Twork versus Dougy. That's my
yes, yeah. Okay.
Flip on it. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up with y'all niggas out there? Tell these niggas what we doing.
You just told them. I can tell them again. But no, we're gonna review this battle because we want to. And it was actually a good battle worth reviewing. And it's really interesting because when I first watched it, I clearly gave it to Dougy. And then when I watched it again, I clearly gave it to Twork. And then I watched it a third time and came up with something completely different again. So we're gonna see what the fuck you guys think. But I think that after watching it 12 times, I finally came up with a solid opinion. We're gonna talk about it.
I'm the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of watched it and then I was like, yeah, I gave it to Dougy. Then I even watched it again and I was kind of like I was giving it to Dougy. But then the more I watched it, I was like, damn, Twork had a lot of shit in there that I was not really catching and paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, like even in this battle when we get into it, it was some shit in there that I was like, even when I seen it with him, I was like, can you explain that to me? What did that mean? Oh, that was this. Oh, okay. You know what? You didn't get that? That was it. I was like, oh, okay, okay, it's cool now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So it take a while to watch it. I seen motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, niggas do their review, they be like, what? Hey, I'm talking to you. Like other people got somebody else they review battles with. They like, hey, you know, the battle drop, you want to review it, that's them talking to themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they see a battle as soon as it drops, they want to throw reviews out because they probably want to try to get as many views as they can because it's fresh.
But then they don't become, man, y'all watch the shit. First of all, the shit be hella blanketed over. It was a dope battle. MCA came out. He had some shit. Crowd was fucking with him. But MCB, he really came with some shit. He actually had a line, and the crowd was really fucking with him. So I'm going to give it to B.
And then he did this one thing, and I really like that. So, yeah, he kind of won the battle for me. So that's my recap.
And that's why y'all recaps be 6-7 minutes. The fuck y'all ain't giving no detail. Whatever. Y'all do you. We gonna do the way we do it, and it take us a while because, like I said, I watched the battle fucking 7, 8 times easy.
Yeah, we watched easy.
Shit, yeah, nigga, we watched it 3 times together. So and we're gonna get into it, and we're gonna show you what the fuck we're talking about with round 1.
My nigga Dougy.
Starting it off.
You know what I'm saying? So boom. This nigga Dougy come out his first motherfucking round. He started off pretty slow. And then he got into some shit. Yeah, I don't want to say like he didn't come out the gate hitting, but like his first couple of bars wasn't really that hitting hard. He's got into that line where he said the shit where I'll tear your face up, you can cry forever. That shit was cool to me. He had a couple of lines in there. He had the line.
I like the line on yourself, like you're blaming yourself, some shit. He said, because he went with the whole cutting the nigga in half. That shit was hot.
Yeah, that was nice too. I was about to get that's a line where I heard it first, and then I had to ask him like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And he had told me that
like
shit.
you're blaming yourself.
Now the whole monkey in the window shit.
The Zabuma food.
Yeah.
It was just
That's
showing
another
your
one.
age.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You're just showing your age. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
That's another one that's some shit I had to ask him.
I got a 4-year-old.
You know what I'm saying? What that was about. But I guess it's crazy because when it comes to the URL shit, when niggas say cartoon lines like this, like Arthur and shit, I'm surprised that y'all niggas is watching this shit. Because I've never seen it.
I mean, it's kind of ironic that a bunch of niggas that really love fucking selling crack and rats and roaches can also relate to fucking Zabuma food.
You know what I'm saying? But I said, I didn't really get it that much. But I'm not going to take away from what it was and how it landed in the building. So motherfuckers was fucking with that shit. So honestly, I had put that down there.
I like for me, all of the shit was kind of okay until he said this shit about the fucking how the arm under your chin, it's a headlock.
Yo, if I clap it, who gonna help you? Watch this gun make son feel bad. Like the ratchet in a shelter. The barrel big. The barrel big. So when the lead pop, I gotta aim it at his chest for a headshot. Nah, squeeze the arm under his chin. Give him a headlock. Dump some shit in his house. They give him a 45 like crack pops.
That's when he really started to, that was the first thing that really like fucking clicked for me.
And then, then he had the grip steel, monkey bar, my gun to shoot you, my grip steel, my like pull up, like that shit. I like that shit. That was nice to me. And then the motherfucker had the shit about the Al Bundy line. Me and him, well, you can tell him what.
So here's the thing about the Al Bundy line, and a lot of you niggas that just started watching this, how you doing? But the older niggas will know, I don't really remember a lot of shit. A lot of shit, it's gotta be some dope shit for it to stick with me. And I know I've heard at least 1 or 2 Al Bundy with a can on the couch, like references. Will you please put them shits in the comments so I can actually be like, yeah, he said to Al Bundy. The whole point is, that shit wasn't original. I heard it before, so for it to hit
I might have heard Prez Mafia might.
I don't know who the fuck said it, but I know, man, leave the shit in the comments. Somebody said some shit about goddamn Al Bundy, the couch, and the can. So I really wasn't.
The grandma mac and cheese line, it ain't a shell, it leave a shell empty. Like that shit was fire. He didn't really like that shit.
It was alright.
The Ratchet in jail, like Papoose. At first,
that I really liked.
And like I said, and again, at first
Black
I
Love.
wasn't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Black Love, nigga.
Then he was like, nigga, Papoose, bring me. I was like, oh. So yeah, that line was fucking with it. And then he had this line where the nigga ended his shit off, and he was like, I caught the nigga slipping. I showed him good manners or some shit, and I was like, I thought it was something, but when I said it, it really didn't make sense. But it could make something else, but I'm not about to get into that. And then he ended it with it's something scary on top of the bus, Jeepers Creepers.
Which I never saw Jeepers Creepers, so, but I knew there was a bus involved and it was a scary movie, but I never saw it, so
I think
I didn't really care about the
on the
rest.
second one or the third one. I'm pretty sure it was the second one with the kids and the shit. It was something on top of the bus, but like that was Dougy first round. It was pretty good and pretty consistent. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Now we can get into Twork first round.
So Twork, he came right out the gate with some shit that I liked. The machete, I come out the Spicks, no guns, with Spicks, machetes in the whip. How you gonna take the risk? I cut off your wrist. How you gonna grip the palm when you ain't got a palm to grip? Like that shit to me was good because once again, I get the visual. I like the visual of a nigga coming out and cutting the nigga's fucking shooting hand off. Like I fuck with it. I do like machetes a lot, actually.
No, but even like I'm not gonna say that was nice. And before that nigga said the shit about the I talked to this, and ain't no bargaining. I put up like the nigga had a whole shit about an auction. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, niggas throw the numbers up like an auction.
You know what I'm saying? Like and everything he said was an auction. You know, and I was like,
I forgot about that shit. That shit was dope.
That was like that's exactly how he came off. You know what I'm saying?
Now, to me, that's a punch that's not a punch within a punch, but that's still a good ass
bar.
No,
that's a
because
shit.
Auctioneers raise up the prices to the shit. They raise up the numbers of the price, and then the niggas in the auction actually raise up the numbers to bid. Like it was a whole. It fucking was very relevant.
It was nice. You know what I'm saying? And
it was nice.
It was soft. It wasn't really hard. So it's like it took me like 3 times to watch the motherfucker for me to even get that shit. So I did like that. So yeah, so he did start off nice with some fire shit like that.
He had this shit. Now I will admit, now that I'm thinking about it, in all fairness, because I really try to be as unbiased as possible. That's one of the things we do. Is I know a lot of motherfuckers have said the shit about the axe and the fucking spray and the scent, but the way he did it, the setup like I'm spraying the rats, like I was putting you in a bodysuit, just the way he did it. Like I said, we were talking. If you're gonna do some shit that a lot of other people have done, you should do it at least slightly better than most of the other people in the fucking shit where he sprayed a rat so we can smell him coming in the trap with the bodysuit, the way he just kind of linked it all together. And I think that that's one of the charms, for me anyway, of New Jersey Twork, is the way he kind of fucking interlaces a lot of his wordplay to go into the next fucking visual of thought.
You know, that's good that you said that too, because I'm pretty sure you ain't even seen this interview, and that's the same thing.
Know I haven't seen his interview.
That's the same thing he said in his interview. That's how he set up his shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's just to let niggas know we pay attention to detail.
But I don't watch it.
You know what I'm saying? But no, we pay attention to the rap patterns and how niggas set up their shit.
And all of this shit fucking, when I'm ranking up the shit, like all of this shit makes a difference.
You know what I'm saying? Then he said the shit about the juggernaut shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
At first, I was like, you know what I'm saying? It sounded like the nigga was just saying juggernaut. But he was like, nah, he's saying juggernaut.
Like, is you gonna sell for me because he set the whole shit up perfectly? And yeah, nigga, Juggernaut happens to be my favorite comic book character. So that was
Now, hold on, let's speak on your choice of guidance. Dougy only bring out the gangster when his boys remind him. Beasley with the smack trailers. Cause it only come out less the voice behind them. Let's take it up a notch. Let's take it up a notch. I'm in Crown Heights, like fuck your block, put in work for me. I got butterscotch, no? Well, it's chrome to your dome, nigga. You gonna juggernaut into my condition.
Dome with the helmet. Yeah, nigga, you gonna juggernaut. Like, that was hot shit. So, to me right now, New Jersey Twork is like, if he can keep this shit up, it's gonna be a good round for the kid.
And then he had the look alive, aiming with a life partner, shit. Oh, you gonna die with your eyes open, and nigga looked alive. He had that line.
Oh yeah, Twork come and look alive. You gonna die with your eyes open, nigga. You gonna look alive.
And he had the
hot.
Aiming with the life partner, married couple, aiming for the life partner, dancing with Pac line.
Oh, Damon with the white nigga, that shit was so hot. That shit was hella funny.
And then he ended it with the Popeye shit. You know what I'm saying? So he has the thing, like, this is my thing about this first round. For me, both of the niggas had some shit in their first round. I'm going to give it to Dougy because I feel that the nigga was more consistent and he didn't have as many dry spots as Twork.
I'm giving it to Twork because I really don't think that Twork had a lot of dry spots. And I think that fucking nothing that Dougy said, nothing, hit as hard as multiple things that fucking Twork said. Twork said things in that first round that I'm gonna walk away with. Twork said, like, nigga, my brother, who fucking ain't gonna see this video because the point is he don't like battle rap. I told him the Popeye shit and like the Why I Order, and he was like, nigga, that shit was clever. Now, it wasn't clever enough for him to watch the battle, but when he liked something out of a fucking rap battle, then I know the shit was fucking hot. And Twork had a bunch of them spots, from the cutting off the wrist, like opening it up hot. It took him less time to cook, and then his flame was overall hot. Like, he had a lot of hot shit that I don't fucking, so I gave it to fucking Twork.
You got sandwiches?
We got sandwiches.
What kind of sandwiches?
All kinds of sandwiches. We got ham sandwich or a jam sandwich, like a lamb sandwich or a clam sandwich, Alabama sandwich, that's a yam sandwich, or how about a telegram sandwich?
This I gotta see. Bring me a telegram sandwich.
Sorry, I can't bring it to you. You have to eat it over the phone.
On the first round.
Second round.
Fucking Dougy, fucking, he said, isn't this when he actually said the shit about the fucking 40 with the no grip?
Oh, yeah.
At the cow.
That nigga said some shit like, nigga, everybody talk about gun bars, mine different. I pull up with no grip on and pass you a bullet from a 40. That's a calluses.
That was hot.
Like, that shit was hot. And it was like, it was so, like, one or two niggas in the crowd actually probably caught that shit.
I said everybody rap about pulling triggers, but my gun bars be on some wilder shit. Like, I'll pull up with no gloves on, then pass him a bullet from his 40. That's a calluses. Like, take over your strip. Take over your strip. Watch me do my thing. As far as what you get, think you're 20%. That's the human brain. My aim, 20.
And it was to the point to where I was like, damn, it was like, it wasn't like it was slept on, but it was, I appreciated the fuck out of that. That shit was hot as fuck. And that nigga, he started off out the gate with the shit. Then he had the shit about the niggas thinking with 20%, that's the human brain.
So about that, there are a lot of times where, like, I'll hear some shit and I get what you're saying, but you're wrong. A, the fucking thing is 10 to 12%, and B, that is a myth. You use 10 to 12% of your brain for conscious thought. The rest of your brain isn't unused like people think. It's used for other shit, like keeping your heart beating, making sure that you don't sweat all the fucking time, like non-fucking conscious functions that your body goes through. There is untapped human potential in the brain.
Shit like this.
So, but yeah, I get what you were saying. But yeah, to me, it was cool. The first really good thing he said for me was the penny, the good times, fucking Janet jacked me a penny because Penny was the shit. He's jacking the gun, talking about pennies. He's fucking getting money. And that was hot.
No, like he had the shit about the zip up rock.
That was hot too. That was right after the shit.
Then he was like, I don't want to body black. Let's see him run from his shadow.
That was cool.
Then he had the shit for me was, nigga, when the nigga said, I was 12 when I got my first pack. OG gave it to me, nigga, 14 grams. My first pack was older than me.
Now, see, this is the thing. That was hot, like, the first 3 times I heard it. That was one of the things. It was just a victim of me watching this shit too many times. But yeah, the shit was hot. I have to, cause when we were watching it together, I was like, but I have to admit that, like, the first couple times I heard it, I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking cool.
The nigga said, I don't do.
That's a very we go hard thing to say.
I don't do a fucking a body. That's a lawsuit. I do a smooth body. That's a
velour suit. He said some shit about 9 to 5 all week or some shit. I thought that was clever.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a. This the thing too that I like about. I say Dougy was doing more than Dougie's filler in between his shit to set up was a little more put together than Twork's was.
And see, the way I look at it is he had more shit that I've just heard, like Solange in the elevator kicking.
Yes,
like, nigga, why would you?
I wouldn't.
I'm good. Light another one. Like, why would you put that in a battle at this point? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that's a step away from a defeat bar. That one don't work. You're going to actually have to reach for that green one. On the other side of the bag of weed, nigga, look at the bag of weed. If you lift up the fucking bag of weed.
He had the fucking,
So, no, nigga, because I want to fucking press this home. Nigga.
Oh, no, yeah. I mean,
you cannot use kick-in, Solange, elevator lines. Nigga, the shit is done.
But,
it's
man,
done.
It's, niggas is doing, niggas, all right. I ain't gonna lie. No, he shouldn't have done that. But this motherfuckers be doing shit like that in every battle.
And they're wrong, too.
They also are.
And they're wrong, too.
Now, the Mac flip, that nigga shit, his little Mac flip shit he said, I like that shit. That shit was nice to me. The whole Mac movie, is Max behind stage movie maker.
That was okay.
Max busting his face.
I appreciate the effort. I give him points for the effort.
It take a shooter, the coach a shooter, like playing with Steph. And then the whole pop in front of Twork. Bitch need her ass shot. And the thing, like, this is the thing Dougy was saying, I mean, not Dougy, Twork was saying that the nigga Dougy did too. Dougy did not use a whole bunch of Twork name flips. He had about 3 the whole battle.
Nice. Yeah.
He had 1 in the first round and 2 in the second.
I didn't really realize that. Like, the fact that I didn't even think about the name flips is a good thing. Because, well, I'm not going to even get into it. But yeah, but there was also a lot of things in Dougy's second round, like the whole ass shot fucking punchline. He had a bunch of shit that was just like,
He did. You know what I'm
and
saying?
then he had, so I understand, and this to me kind of shows his youth, which I kind of have to, he can't help that.
You
but
can
he
see it
used ratchet a lot. Like, he used
grip.
Yeah, he used word-wise, he used words ratchet and grip a lot. But, like, he hinged a lot of shit on ratchet. Because he had the shit about, like, it's like a bad mom, the ratchet, do twerk in front of the kids. Like I really like that shit. But when I liked that, I was like, God damn, nigga.
But I'm going to ask you this. How many Dougy battles have you seen besides this one?
I think I saw him in chess, sort of. Like, I was smoking a blunt. And I had to watch something.
So you're not sure if you've seen all 3 rounds of him in chess because it was like a 50-minute battle.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what.
But he used it a lot in this battle.
No, but I'm saying the thing about him is I've seen a couple of him in battles, and that's what he does. He is not just like in this battle. If you would have seen like 3 of his battles or 4, it's not saying that we always say that, but just in the defense, not even in the, kind of like in the defense to him. It's his thing because this is what this nigga does. Like that's what I seen about him. And I was like, damn, that nigga do that. Do we do it in every battle? Seen another battle, I'm like, yep, he be saying ratchet. Like, that's his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he flip it so much though.
Okay, well then I might have to rethink it, but still.
But not to, you know what I'm saying? But he does.
But at the same time, it doesn't have
like,
to be something that I have to like. I don't know if I could.
And then to end off his shit, he said the shit about Martin and the Harlem Nights with Tommy Hearns, both of the clips the same, but the timing different. Like, nigga, that shit was nice. I fuck with that on the Harlem Nights and on the Martin tip. So
that was cool. Yeah, but once again, it's like a lot of people. It's a well that the bucket has been dropped in too many times.
And I'm not. Yeah, I can see you on that. It is. It was just some shit that I was like. It's not a lot of motherfuckers that's doing that shit. It's like that. It's a lot of motherfuckers that's saying, I'm doing shit and it's different from everybody else. But a lot of that shit don't be working. Like, that nigga Bangs. That's who the fuck we are. Because we gonna do a top 5 overrated list. Just to throw that shit out there.
But we having a real hard time agreeing.
On who.
And we're not even disagreeing on, like, the people, we're disagreeing on what does it mean to be overrated in battle rap.
Exactly.
That's what's, because everybody I bring up, I'm like, this nigga is overrated because of this. Like, we're having trouble deciding on, like, what actually makes somebody over. We'll talk about that later.
So, Twork.
Second round. Round 2.
Yeah. Twiz work.
He had some shit. He said some shit about the gun. He likes gadgets and that shit was garbage. Like that shit was the cell phone attached to the side of a gun simp, nigga. That shit was. There's when you try to make it make sense, when it makes sense, that shit was. I'm very upset that you put that shit in there because it really weakens your round. I did like the fucking bending backwards yoga Serena shit. Once again, if you gonna do some shit that everybody else do, at least do it a little bit better. And not that a lot of people do Serena, but enough.
That nigga, he had the. I like the shit the nigga said about the. I pick your fro back with the. Pick your fro back to the bricks.
Nap nigga or some shit like that. That was clever. I like that.
And then the whole kick the arm off the wall, like swimming practice or something.
Yeah. Nigga 10-inch ratchet. I had your fro pick the bricks. I leave a nigga napping in the arm and back. A bitch still get served for them lines nigga around. Nigga 10-inch racket. Nigga 10-inch ratchet. I had your fro pick the bricks. I leave a nigga napping in the arm and back. Or push a couple feet off the wall like swimming practice. I'm with the action. I'm with the action. I'm with that
shit. Like that shit was hot. That was like the nigga did have some haymaking.
The seed biscuit to make the horse gallop. In the choir, the ground, the orchestrator.
The yo lady who line.
Oh, thank you, Jesus, for remembering that shit.
That was right after the motherfucking swimming practice shit though. Like, I'll take your bitch. I had to say that shit to myself. Like, yo
lady who.
I'm like,
that shit was just.
Nigga.
Because once again, like, nigga, the shit is just fun. Like you said, it, nigga, just take a second and say, yo, lady, we just go ahead, say the shit. Yodel, nigga. The shit is fun. And when you can bring that into a battle out of nowhere, nigga, that shit was hella fucking clever.
And then he had the shit where he said some shit about the choir, cap and gown, orchestrate. Yeah, that shit was hot. You know what I'm saying? Some whole thing. That was nice. And then I don't really have nothing for New Jersey Twork after that. And then he said some shit and then he brought it back. And then he kind of choked. You know what I'm saying? He did the whole Jersey.
Yeah, he had like a couple of little dips to Matador. He had some shit about the Matador and itching after, I'm hungry after a good meal. But yeah, the way he ended it was hella fucking sloppy. And you once again, nigga, I'm judging you on a whole round. And because you started sloppy and ended sloppy, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get this round to Dougy because he was more consistent throughout his whole shit. Even though you had a lot of hot shit.
Yeah, you had some highlight points.
The way you started it and stopped it was so fucking sloppy that, you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't do it, nigga. It was anticlimactic. Hopeful. So, and this is actually, once again, for the new people to watch, and I really appreciate you motherfuckers, for real. This is my favorite type of battle. Going into the third round is 1-1. Now I have a reason to watch the third round. And then Dougy started it off with round 3, fight.
So it was like Dougy first round, third round, it wasn't really that strong. He didn't really have nothing until he got to that everything Odin clip Morgan Freeman. Like, that shit, that was nice.
It was cool.
You know what I'm saying?
I was taught never to say shit, so why worry? Whenever I got booked, I kept quiet like the library. Strike with some shit. Strike with some shit. Strike with some shit. This'll leave you open, bro. I would say the name, but I don't know it, though. I'm lying. Long nose like Pinocchio. Imagine what it's holding, though. I've been had the shells, but they more than decent. Everything in this clip old. Morgan Freeman. Run up.
Yeah, that shit. And then he had the line, the whole, when I'm with my bitch, I keep running the cover. She think I'm being a bastard. The whole, nah, baby.
Once again, I'm like, goddamn. But now, if I gotta,
not seeing the ratchet.
if I gotta judge it by like, okay, he just says ratchet a lot, then fair enough. Like, that's his thing.
That nigga say it. But way he say it.
He do say ratchet a lot.
But it ain't just him saying ratchet. It goes with it every time though. You know what I'm saying?
I can't fucking lie. It goes with it every fucking time. But goddamn, niggas say ratchet a lot.
And then the whole wow. I don't gotta look when I'm shooting. I'm MJ at the line. That was nice. And then he brought the whole switch the cloth, bring it back, blah, come back shooting again like Mike when he played. That was cool. It wasn't as fire as the MJ one. But he just brought it back and he talked about Mike playing for the fucking Wizards. The motherfucking, he running while the gun keep kicking, all the cops seeing was footprints. That just reminded me of like some shit that Sue Surfer said.
Yeah, this round was actually, to me, the weakest round of the whole battle. Like, of all 6 rounds.
Then he called him the street soldier, how he was riding around with the baby 9. You can see the feet kicking out the side and see like a cheap stroller. That shit was hot.
And that was it.
And then he said shit about the Shine Camp. And we said this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
man, we motherfucking, what is it with Sean Kemp?
You don't know.
And niggas just sticking him in battles.
Like, it's so many
no fucking reason.
Dunk contests of light-skinned niggas that came, but I guess it wasn't too many niggas that was dunking on a nigga with a nose ring.
No, I guess not.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's how Dougy ended his 3rd round.
Now, I am really hoping that New Jersey Twork comes with some shit after listening to this round, because it was very lackluster. But for some reason, the crowd decided to gas the fuck. Well, we'll get into that shit.
No, they did.
No, but we'll get into it, because I was like, it was fucking ridiculous. Because he did have some shit. Like, he started off with for me, like, he really started the round when he was talking about the dog trained for the shit, the weed, and he's niggas potty trained.
The proper one in hands is exactly how he started off.
No, but I'm talking about for me to be like, okay, now.
Oh, yeah, but.
No, but technically.
Have somebody said that before? Again, like, have y'all heard that? Like,
it sounds familiar.
I feel like I heard that exact line, word for word. I could be wrong. I just feel like I heard that shit before.
It's just, you probably thought of it in your head, and you just never said it.
Man.
But no, yeah, the fucking dogs trained to sniff out the weed. And he's like, even though he's pot, he trained to take your shit in the house. I like that.
Yeah, the shit about the whole, when you fucking rap about guns, you writing it's all in your writtens. When I'm fucking wiping the cereal prints off, the fingerprints off the block, look at the cloth different.
Take note, man. That's how you use a nigga's shit against him. He took the nigga
cloth different.
He took the shit and he's like, no, nigga, that's cloth different.
What was weed? Well, my dog sniffing it out. Ironic. For the potty trained, but still take the shit in the house. We mobbing it. We mobbing it. And you blocking. And I don't mean to cause tension, but fuck a shield, nigga. I point around the fence. That's barbed fences, authentic. When you talk about guns, it's all written. I'm really wiping prints off the Glocks. The cloth different. I'm acting a fool.
You know what I'm saying?
That was cool.
I like that. So right now I'm like, all right, I'm thinking as long as this nigga don't fuck up too bad, he done won this round. And then he keep cooking. He had the cloth different, and he goes to the shaky, into the matador, back to the bullfighting shit. I'm like, did this nigga watch a lot of bullfighting while he was writing for this battle?
No, that shit I wasn't really. I was like, nah, I didn't pay no attention.
I did. I don't know why. He had the shit about him being the shed and the tool, and he'd hop out, and screw the driver. He'd fill up heads.
Not an Andy Miller, not an Andy shit with the Toy Story. Now, you was talking about that.
Thank you. Man, you know, I get hot. I be forgetting about shit. I should start taking notes. But fuck that. But yeah, no, the shit, and then, yeah, because I was like, at first, I was like, I'm tired of niggas doing Toy Story shit. Once again, I thought the Toy Story shit, but then you told me about, no, nigga, he went the whole Andy this, Andy that, and he ended it with my Andy Mill, my Mill will knock his, and then when you hear it, the shit makes so much more sense. And then,
yeah, like it's
my Mill will knock
he got
his.
some actually, like, that's the thing about Twork. He got some good with the yo lady who and Miller knock his shit. Like, it's actual, damn, like, nigga, I'm really saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is nice. And then he had the fucking, the shit about the fucking, he had just some, this is kind of now, this when the gas started kind of happening. When he said some shit about the SIGs, we got more SIGs, and then we have to maul barrels and niggas in the car. Like, that was okay.
Now, here's the thing, man. I don't know why y'all decided to fuck up the end of his round. And I'm specifically talking to the crowd, of course. I just want to make that completely obvious. But when you start gassing a nigga before he gets his shit off like
I know. You got salads?
We got salads.
What kind of salad?
All kinds of salads. We got a green salad, sardine salad, tangerine salad, magazine salad, jelly bean salad, blue jean salad, and special today, gasoline salad.
Gasoline? Baby, you gotta be kidding.
No, sir, that is delicious. Every 6,000 miles, they change the oil of the dressing.
Like he had this whole scheme about my men of Newer and the grass and the weed whacker. Like he had this whole shit, but this nigga said, my men Newer, and y'all just threw up fucking and I'm like, nigga, what are they? Did he say something about him being the shit? Did I miss something? And then he goes into like the seed, the lawn.
No, he said manure, then he said fertilizer.
Yeah, but he went into the whole grass scheme.
Like, yeah, really like.
And then I'm like, oh, well, if they had shut the fuck up, the whole thing made sense.
Yeah.
But y'all was fucking gassing him before he even said the shit.
He said some shit I like. I like the shit he said about the whole Granny Smith, you from the green apple, I'll even lift a stem and give your Granny Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was cool. I like that. But
I got to the third round with some really, this nigga was representing Jersey. He did a Jersey scheme. It was some Jersey versus New York shit, and bless you to that. But nigga, whoever was with you that made the drive over there to listen to that shit, and I don't know if they was doing just victory chants or what the fuck was happening, or but nigga, they fucked up your third round. It was still for me good enough to win, but the end of that third round, that was the definition of gas.
And in the end, like at the very end, the nigga was he was saying some shit about Flatbush or some shit, and he said some shit about heights or something, and then he was trying to say Flatbush, and he was like fat bush.
No, he said flat. No, trust me, nigga.
He said fat the first time.
No, but when he said fat, he meant to say hat, which I find it very ironic that you was wearing that hat. But he meant, because he said something.
Well, whatever the nigga, he didn't say what he was supposed to say.
Yeah, because he can't say fat. He couldn't go from fat to Flatbush, but he could go from hat to Flatbush, because he was like, I'll blast your hat and leave your flat bush.
But the motherfuckers were screaming like it was just crazy.
Because he had already said so many other places in Jersey.
But it was,
nigga, them niggas didn't give a fuck.
Like, and even you know what I'm saying? Like he said, it was gassed a little bit. The third round, I'm gonna give it to Dougy.
The third round, I'm definitely giving it to Dougy.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's an unscripted moment. I'm obviously giving it. Not obviously, because you feel different. But I'm really giving it to Twork, and I thought that was easy.
The thing like with this is like I was saying when I watched it so many times, I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Even with all these things, you can with this battle. Well, some people might say it's easy or obvious. You know, both of these niggas did pretty. They didn't both do nothing spectacular. Like they both had some shit in their rounds that was nice. I
think Twork had some moments, like I said, moments that I'm gonna say and I'm gonna talk to people about, but not no fucking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like,
room shake. There weren't a lot of room shakers in the motherfucker.
I would like to see the niggas on more cards, but it it'd come down to, in my opinion, preference on what you like between the shit. If you know what I'm saying, if you like the shit Dougy was doing, if you like the shit Twork was doing, but
there's a lot of battles. We've actually reviewed a couple battles and it's like we're not mad if you feel one way or the other. It's like what you like and what you look for.
So, and that's kind of how it is. You know what I'm saying? Slave 730, Tank the Demon. Just get that out the way. They go to review.
You just keep saying that. Like that's the third time you said it. It's obvious. Anytime you take a nigga's manhood in a battle, you win. And Sway somehow just took all of the demon out of Tink. That nigga exercised him. That nigga fucking slipped him some holy water. So no, that review is not gonna come. Don't leave it in the comments. We do want to review another battle though, or we do want to talk about some shit. So if you leave a comment on a battle you really want us to review, or some shit you really want us to talk about, odds are is we'll fucking do it.
More than likely. It's your nigga, Ice City, 510.
It's yo nigga, Uptown Jackson, UTJ up in this bitch. We love you. Follow me on all social medias, Uptown Jackson. Follow him on
Disney Channel that I don't watch, so you can't catch me on there.
Ain't got no social media.
Man, but we about.
Peace.
Just have a dessert. Now, surely you got some simple dessert.
Lots.
You got ice cream?
We got ice cream.
What kind of ice cream?
All kinds of ice cream. We got plum and rum and bubble gum. We got prune balloon and macaroon. We got grape and ape and scotch tape. We got lime and grime and chocolate slime.